Happy Friday. Good morning. How is everybody doing? This is a beautiful day that the Lord has made for us to enjoy. It's already 9 a.m. So a couple hours have gone by wherever you are through your day. And when this day is done, it's going to be done. So today I want to talk about self-care. So Friday is a day I set for me for self-care. I started this in 2012, early 2012. And to be a little personal here, what happened to me was I had my fourth child. Ryan was born in May of 2011. And I decided to breastfeed Ryan until he didn't want no more. So by the end of 2011, I was getting tired because I used to work full time and come home, breastfeed and make dinner. Because my husband then used to work in New York and he didn't get home until around 7:30. By the time he got home, everything, was done. We would have dinner. Actually, he used to walk into dinner. And what really woke me up, I found myself miserable. And the person I was upset with was my husband. But I felt like he wasn't helping. But again, how was he going to help when he was getting home at 7:30? I was expecting something that wasn't possible for me to get because he's commuting to New York. He used to leave very, very early and he gets home late. So really, how can he help me? So I was feeling like, oh, he's not supportive. Hey, Dikna, Mora, how are you? And I was getting really upset with the wrong person. So my husband was happy, and I was miserable. He was happy when he got home. Everything was done. The dinner is ready. The kids' homework is done. So I decided one day, you know what? There is no need for us to live this way because we ended up in bed by 9 and I was like worn out, okay? And he would come in, go, straight to the shower and then enjoy dinner with the family. So anyway, that's a personal story. So I said, you know what? I would take responsibility. And I said, you know what? I need to find a job where I'm going to work less because I found out I was working 2 full-time jobs. I was working my 40 hours and I was coming home. I was doing a second shift. And then I had a shift for my husband. By the time we prayed, we used to pray around 9. By the time we prayed, I was just so tired. We didn't have that time to talk because I am so worn out. So anyway, I thank God that, I was able to find myself and I said, you know what, moving forward, I'm going to just work less and focus on taking care of the family. And that was how I decided to, or rather my life changed to self-care. And when you start self-care, I think when you finally get to a place where you're comfortable with yourself to make certain decisions that are critical, meaning I was going to make less money. But at the same time, what I did, I said, you know what, I'm going to legally work less on payroll, but I also started my business. I started a small business that I was going to do on the weekends. So I dropped down to work 3 days a week. And then I'll work as needed. When they called me, I would go in. But I dropped down in 2012 or July of 2012. I dropped down to work 3 days. Yes, Sare, how are you? So 3 days. And then if I felt like it, if they called me, I would go in. So I said, you know what, all these years, we started having kids in 1998. And after that, I never really gave myself a break. I was feeling like this is it. But I wasn't doing the right thing. I was giving my 100% to my children and my family, which was wrong. I didn't have time for self-care. You just need to remind yourself, regardless whether you're a father, you're a mother, whatever the responsibilities that you have, you are the CEO of your company, you are responsible for your own life. Emmanuel, how are you? Yes, please share this video. Emmanuel How is Doha? I need to come and visit you guys. Some of you, my friends, I need to come to Doha and just check out, and you take me around so I can do a little shopping. So I decided personally, and I always share personal stories because I don't mind sharing. I took responsibility of my life. I said, you know what? I don't want to be getting mad at the person that loves me the most, which is, you know, my husband, my children. I was doing something, getting myself so worked up, you know, and the person that I was getting mad at was the wrong person because we are living together. But you know what? I took responsibility and I decided, you know what, moving forward, good morning, Cecilia, I am going to work less, okay? And I said, you know what, I don't want to look in the past. And we were having a conversation with my husband this morning, and we were talking about investments, and we said, you know, we should have invested in this and that. And I said, you know what, I had a podcast where a guy said, don't waste a minute thinking about what you should have done, because when you occupy your mind for a minute, for 2 minutes of what you should have done, you're actually losing time of what you should do. So I said, you know what, I'm going to put this back, you know, at the back of my mind. I'm done. And you know what? What was important to me at that time is to breastfeed my son. So I went on 3 days work, and, you know, I decided this is just the right thing. It's never too late. Don't focus on what you have lost, because what you have lost, I think I had lost probably 17 years or 18 years. I had done that for so long, and I was just getting drained. And then my position at the time, I was a supervisor. It was draining. It was so draining. People used to call me at home. I'd go to Kenya, the staff are texting me. I mean, it was so draining. That was the terrible, terrible thing for me to do. So I took responsibility. And you know, the best thing you can do to yourself when you've had a bad experience, when you've learned a lesson, teach somebody else a lesson, because you've been through that. You've been through it, and you know, I was giving myself, okay? I was giving myself too much to the people I love, but I wasn't taking care of myself. There was zero self-care. I didn't have friends. Really, I cannot remember me taking like a lunch break with a friend. My friend used to ask me, can we do lunch? My friend from church, Sister Marge, up to today, I look back, I'm like, oh my God, what was that? She used to ask me, Penny, can we do lunch? Can we go to Chick-fil-A? Can we? I just feel so horrible. And I owe that lady from my church a lunch because I didn't have time. I felt like, you know what? If I don't have time. But guess what? I should have created time. I love my children. I love the husband. I love my home. But I should have created time for self-care. You know, people wish people can understand them. We need people to understand us. I wish my husband knew. I wish my friend knew. I wish my mother knew. I wish. You're always thinking that people need to understand you. People don't understand you. You're the only one who understands yourself. Once you understand yourself, you exactly know what you want. Like on Fridays, I know it's a day for me, okay? And I am clear about it. My family is going to understand. My children know that Friday is mommy day. Mikali, how are you? And nobody's going to bother me. In fact, when I made that decision, I went to the shop and I bought makeup. I never used to wear makeup. My kids were dying. I bought makeup. I bought the foundation. I bought the eye pencil. I just started, you know, I got the concealer. I did all this shopping for makeup. So on Friday, when I'm stepping out, I just step out with a big statement. My son used to, oh my goodness, they used to laugh because I was looking like a clown. Can you imagine going from all natural, I'm all natural, to wearing, like, I bought black lipstick, I bought blue lipstick, I started wearing my dresses, I started using my pocketbooks. Believe me, guys, when you learn, you teach others. That's why I talk here. I'm old enough to tell you the journey that I have come through. It is good for you to self-care. Once you self-care, you'll get a few people who are going to validate you and say, you know what, Penny, you're doing a great job. You are a nice person to be around. You have this positive energy. Do you really understand what even you like? Do you understand yourself, you? My favorite color is yellow. I love yellow. Everything of mine is, you turn around, everything is yellow. Some of you don't even know what your color is. Like your favorite color. Self-care. Yes, Winnie. Self-care is very important. What is your favorite color? What do you like? I am obsessed with pocketbooks. I can't get enough of pocketbooks. My God, I even have like little pom-poms, everything that is called a pocketbook. I have pocketbooks. And you know, sometimes I talk about people who drink alcohol. I'm not an alcohol person, but I'm thinking they spend like $100 on alcohol, or like a drink that is 124. And I was telling my husband the other day, I said, you guys buy like alcohol for 124, you get drunk, you get silly, and then the next day you have nothing to show for it. Guess what? If that drink is what is really making them feel good, as long as they're responsible, that's okay. Because even think about me, my handbags. Yes, I have something to show, but how many handbags can I buy? But I like handbags. How many can you buy? And some of my bags are like $100. I've spent $200 on one bag. This handbag costed me $10. I have handbags for $5. I'm just obsessed with handbags. But what I realized in my journey of raising my children, I wasn't making time to wear my handbags. I wasn't making time to wear my New York and Company dresses. My shop, do you even know the shop that designs clothes that you like? I like New York and Company. All my clothes come from New York and Company. I go there and I just shop and I feel good. But guess what? I didn't have anywhere to go with these dresses. They're just in the closet until there's a funeral, until there's a baby shower, until somebody has something. I said, you know what? What kind of nonsense is this? I have all these dresses. I have all these pocketbooks. I have all these shoes. I have so many things. I have jewelry, but I don't have time to even coordinate them to just go sit somewhere unless it's a funeral. So I changed that in 2012, because now I realized that I was getting mad at people who I'm supposed to enjoy, my family. I was just getting so fed up. But then I said, you know what? This has to stop. So you need to know who you are. And then you also need to serve. Make time for other people. So this Friday, sometimes COVID hit. I had decided that every Friday, if I'm not doing self-care, if I'm not going to buy my makeup, I'm always upgrading my makeup. I'm always like enhancing something. I have to go and have lunch with someone. I have to go and decide what foods. I'm always trying to buy new foods. If like different things that I've never eaten, you have to decide that, moving forward, I am going to make time for me. And nobody should stop you. I like colors. People are going to tell you, oh, you don't look good. No. Once you identify what you need and what you like, pick one day just for yourself and do exactly what you like to do. Okay? Knowing yourself is more important than being known. Don't spend so much time doing good for other people so you're known and you don't know yourself. Don't get lost in pleasing your husband, pleasing your children, pleasing your parents. You're so lost in giving everybody services because they know what they want. If it's your siblings, they know they need $100. If it's your mom, she knows exactly what she wants. If it's your children, my son Ryan will tell me, I need video games, I need A, B, C, D. They know. The children know exactly what they want. What do you want for yourself? And one final thing. When you see people doing self-care, don't start thinking they're selfish. If you see me going to eat seafood in a place and there's a restaurant, you pay $60 to eat. You sit there, they serve you, you get your wine or you get your whatever drink that you like and enjoy your meal. And people are there thinking that, you know what? Oh, she's spending so much money on this. Don't think about those people. Remember, your self-care comes first. At my age, I'm 48 years old. I have done the caring of other people. With the kind of family I have now, my son is 23, I have a 20-year-old, I have a 17-year-old, and I have a 10-year-old. My children are old enough to self-care. I should be able to get in flight and just go to Hawaii. I should be able to get in flight, go to Miami. I should be able to wake up one morning and decide, you know what, I'm going to Jamaica. I should be able to do that because I have earned it. Let people not make you feel guilty. You understand? When you start doing the self-care, sit down, decide the kind of self-care that you need, and put it down. And don't feel guilty. It is okay. Take care of yourself. Because you know what? Nobody understands you the way you understand yourself. Is very, very important. And you know, if you're well taken care of on the inside, it's going to reflect on the outside. Then you are able to care for other people. It even gives you a healthy mind. In terms of business, my business has grown because I am comfortable with myself. I am comfortable with how I feel. I'm comfortable with how I express myself. I'm not afraid. It's not like I was afraid before, but I'm able to tell somebody, no, I'm not able to do that, regardless who it is. My children, the husband, my mom, my sibling, everybody. I'm able to say, no, I am not able to do that. And I'm not afraid, or I'm not worried how they're going to feel. Because you know what? They don't understand me. I understand myself. So they need to work extra to understand me. Mwikali, you need to understand yourself. In fact, I need to fly and see you on a Friday. I can fly. I work 4 days a week. And most of the time nowadays, I use my benefit time. I'm not even trying to do those 4 days because guess what? I've worked enough. I should be able to get in a flight and fly to you and just spend 3 days with you. We hang around, we go shopping, we just, put makeup and do our eyebrows. I should be able to do that comfortably. At my age, I have earned it unapologetically. Have a nice Friday and please take time for self-care. You owe yourself the self-care. Yes, Winnie, unapologetically. You cannot serve. Yes, that is very, very right. From an empty cup, you need to fill yourself first. Enjoy your Friday. Be careful what you eat. And when you are about to go to bed, in fact, this is something I was speaking to a friend yesterday. For me, around 6-7 p.m., I stop thinking. I don't need to think. I don't need to think. I need to go to bed and sleep. Start taking walks. Start having like daily talks to yourself. By 6-7 p.m., start thinking of fun things. If you have a friend, call a friend. Yesterday I called a friend and we laughed so hard how our parents used to do things. You laugh so hard and go to sleep. When you wake up at 4 or 5 in the morning, when your alarm comes on, start thinking. Thinking is for the day. The night is to sleep. Don't think too much at night. You're not supposed to be awake thinking. Sleep so when you wake up in the morning, you know where you're headed. At 6 p.m., stop everything. Eat well, relax. Find a friend that makes you laugh. Find a friend that encourages you. And just laugh. From around 7 p.m., don't start talking about your bills after 7 p.m. because you will not have a good sleep. Self-care. Have a happy Friday. And if you've not liked my page, please like my page and share this video. Cheers, and God loves you. And always tell yourself, I believe I can be. You can be anything you want to be. You can go anywhere you want to go. You just need to know where you want to go. Set your destination and go.